playing very offensively here. Actually, one idle peon. That's a bit careless. Playing very aggressively, where he has he's gone for a barracks, bestiary, spirit lodge, tech, and expansion, and second expansion, really, considering his first one was he had to cancel, and accidentally taking a bit too much damage on this banshee. And this blade master's coming in. It looks like he might get the kill on that banshee. It does have a frost armor, so it will slow the blade master a bit, but. The Blade Master does get the kill eventually. Still is only level 3 though, but does have an invuln pot now, and does get cursed, so he might get some misses. Gets one miss there, and meanwhile it looks like ooh, another miss there. Looks like very nice, getting a fluid of accuracy there. Pretty much all of Rosenkill's units are ranged, so that's gonna be very nice for him there. And meanwhile this expansion has now gone up. I think Rosenkill's actually been it looks like it will now go up, sorry, and it looks like Rosengill's actually made a bit of a mistake. He knew it was there, but I think he was waiting for it to go up a bit more so that it would cost Czech a bit more when he cancelled it, but he wasn't banking on Czech just coming in and actually defending it, which is because obviously when Czech got with the Blade Master, the army was nearby. He brought in the rest of his army just to stand guard, and that's going to mean that expansion is going to go up, so it might be very nice for Czech there, and might give Czech the advantage that they need just to win this game once and for all. And he's now tier 3 as well, Czech, so he might go out and buy an orb. Maybe he has already. I can't see his Blade Master. He has bought an orb. And Tinker is now out for Rosenkill. Obviously, I think I've talked about Tinker with Master Banshees before, but basically it's like dots. It's so useful. Tinker taking a lot of damage, but getting frost armored, and that's really going to slow down that Blade Master and going to force him to have to run away. And how many Banshees out for Rosenkill? I think 4 Banshees out for Rosenkill. They are now Master trained, and with Banshees you really want to steal either Raiders or Kodos. I don't think Czech actually has any Kodos at this point, so Raiders are really the thing to steal at this point. And he does have a War Mill, interestingly, but no Kodos. That's quite unusual. Maybe it's just in anticipation of these Banshees that he hasn't built any Kodos. And anyways, yeah, Raiders are really the thing to steal, and Headhunters obviously are the obvious sort of counter to it, just because they're low food and they do lots of damage, and so it's not really worth stealing them, and then they can really take down your Banshees quickly. And early Cyclone there on the Tron Chieftain, keeping it out of the way so he can't stomp, so that Rosenkill can actually get to the meat of the army. That's a very nice play there by Rosenkill, and doing another Cyclone as well, just keeping that in the air, stealing one Grunt and one Headhunter. Unfortunately, he couldn't get any better units by the look of things, and a very bad stomp there from Czech, only managing to hit one Banshee. That's a bit careless, really. And another Voodoo Lounge going up here, but actually the Tinker now taking a lot of damage, being forced to run away from this Blade Master. He is frost armored, and it looks like he will manage to survive for a little bit longer at least. Actually, Czech hits a bit blocked there, but it looks like the Tinker will go down just now to the Blade Master, but manages to keep the Blade Master busy for a fair bit of time. And this Pocket Factory doing a fair good job just keeping the Orc army away, and also doing a lot of damage to Raiders as well. And much better stomp there from the Tron Chieftain. The Tron Chieftain with a lot of mana, because he has a Pendant of Energy and a Sobi Mask. That's really going to give him a whole lot of stomps throughout this game. And Rosenkill actually doing very well out of this battle, losing a couple units, but considering it's Orc versus Undead and everything, he's actually managing to do some pretty nice focusing here, and Czech being forced to run away his remaining units, so some very nice play here by him. And this Torn Chieftain is now very low, does have a healing potion, which he does use immediately, and I don't think Rosenkill doesn't bother to follow him. I don't think he could have got the kill anyways. And meanwhile, Czech just has one idle peon just sort of sitting around, which does get killed immediately. And looks like this expansion might take some damage now. I think Czech's probably going to try and build up an army for as long as possible and then come back in and try and save this expansion, because it is quite important. And that's exactly what Czech's doing now, getting a much better stomp there than any of his previous ones, hitting all of his units basically, and having to coil with this one fiend to keep it alive, but managing to keep Czech's army at bay somewhat, and release what's left of his army. And this one Banshee is taking a lot of damage, doesn't get frost armored or anything, it does just go down. And again, this one Crit Fiend in a bit of danger, but actually gets purged, but looks like the army has managed to turn around, and we'll keep Czech sort of a bit occupied. And now there is some natural defense just afforded by this Great Hall if he wants to use his Banshees again. I'm not sure how much mana they have. Actually, Rosenkill being a bit careless here. You really should be more careful. Maybe he's just trying to bait the units in. I'm not exactly sure, but it seems a bit risky. And he's going to lose this one. Fiend actually gets purged, so it's not going to... Oh no, he does get a coil off in the end. Will he get a frost armor? No, it's just being purged too often. Not really worth it. And the Blademaster and the Torn Chieftain and the one Headhunter left, taking all sort of red or orange health. But actually 3 more units coming in now for Czech, and so he might be able to hold this expansion, although it's going to require some excellent play on his part. And he will be able to make good use of this shop. He's really fortunate that he has this shop so nearby. That's really going to allow him to make a lot, to do a lot for in terms of just saving it. And it looks like Czech has now come in, getting some much better stomps this time rather than before, but managing to focus down that Death Knight very nicely with the Blademaster, and forcing the Death Knight to TP away. And Rosenkill buys a potion of healing now. Doesn't look like he's going to buy a TP at this point. He's just going to continue on with just his current army basically. And since we've seen Banshees in this situation, we haven't seen any upgrades for the Crypt Fiends, because obviously you have better things to spend your money on, and so that's not too surprising. But if he was just going straight Fiends and then a couple statues and whatnot, then I think that would have been. I think we could have seen either 1-0, 2-0 upgrades, and then possibly destroyers as well, depending on exactly how it played out. Blademaster now just sitting around. Look, he's trying to go shopping, but he has full items, so I'm not sure exactly what he's doing. Gets dusted there, and takes a lot of damage immediately down to red, but using his invuln pod as soon as possible. Death Knight gets ensnared and now taking a lot of damage. Doesn't have a healing potion or a TP. Gets another coil off on that Blademaster, who does just decide to run away. Plays it safe, and the last couple of Banshees just picking up the rear here, and actually Banshees managed to steal one Raider finally, so obviously with that does come Ensnare, but you do lose the armor upgrade, which is a bit odd. Obviously Czech 0-1 upgraded, and I've never understood that why you do get some upgrades. For example, you get sort of the Berserker strength, or you get Ensnare, but you don't get your attack or defense upgrades. That seems a bit arbitrary to me, and Czech managing to get his Torn Chieftain out, that's amazing to me. I don't know how that happened. Getting ensnared again, but I'm buying a Zeppelin. Since he wasted that ensnare on the Torn Chieftain, he will actually manage to get away. That's amazing. Can't believe he managed to do that. Check about buying 3 sappers. That's, oh Jesus Christ, what's he gonna do with that? Rosenkill looking for this Zeppelin, still completely unaware of these sappers, and that's enough to take out a lot of Ziggurats. I'm not sure that's what he's gonna do. We could go for the main actually with 3, because he didn't scout that with those ghouls that just went past. I think he must have just now scouted it, and this Torn Chieftain now being dropped in, we can see he is going for the main, and that will take it to very low health. And between the Torn Chieftain and the Blademaster, he might actually manage to take out this main and actually bring this game back for him. And it looks like that's what he's trying to do. He gets stomp off on these acolytes, Rosenkill does move them around, but now Czech is now chasing down these acolytes, and looks like he will manage to take down the Black Citadel as well as the acolytes. I'm not sure if Rosenkill has any acolytes left. If he doesn't, he can't build any more acolytes. He can't mine any more gold. This could be really disastrous for him. And meanwhile, this Torn Chieftain at really low health, just being picked up in the Zeppelin, and the Blademaster now at really low health as well, at 80 health, just being forced to run away and being picked up at the last second. Jesus Christ! No web from Rosenkill. Where's the web? I'm managing to get all these units away in the Zeppelin. Does he have any more acolytes yet? Yeah, Rosenkill has 1 more acolyte left, and not enough mana to actually build anything. I think he should probably just sell one of his Ziggurats so he can build a Necropolis really as soon as possible. Actually, maybe not a Ziggurat, maybe he could sell something, maybe one of these temples of the dam, just to get that up as soon as possible. But meanwhile, the Zeppelin is now moving around, and Rosenkill needs to be very careful not to lose his last acolyte, because if he does, then that could go really badly for him, because he won't have any more way of enhancing his economy, and he'll really be stuck, because he can't build any more acolytes obviously either. And he does get this one acolyte caught here, and he does manage to run away. Gets purged and gets killed at the last second. So nice. And the Blademaster gets Nova, but still manages to get away. Look at how small health he has left. So nice play there by Czech. I can't believe he's managing to bring this back. And he has lost his expansion now. Obviously, while Czech was taking out the main, that's what Rosenkill was doing with most of his army. But still, that's so good for Czech, because he does still have this economy. And actually, since he has tier 3, he could probably build a tiny great hall as well, if he can afford one, and just set up an expansion and try and play the long game really. And really, Rosenkill's the clock's really on him now. He really needs to start winning this soon, and he really needs to start playing aggressively and dropping all his units. And it's useful to drop the Torn Chieftain just so you have the aura, so the Zeppelin moves faster. But I guess it's not too likely that Rosenkill is actually going to be around. But he does have this one skeleton which does get killed immediately, but just playing a bit risky really. Rosenkill is now revealed as well, so he's Czech knows there's no shenanigans going on. He is really in a lot of trouble, and he really needs just to press his attack right now and just win it as soon as possible. He does have one Raider, which is quite nice, and which will allow him to ensnare that Zeppelin if it plays any more role. But I think the role of that Zeppelin is more than done, really. I think it could play more of a role, but I think it's really paid for itself already, and I think the rest of this game is unlikely to be in terms of just hiding units, but it's more likely to be in terms of just guerrilla warfare, just Czech occasionally picking off one sort of stray unit wherever he can and just slowly wearing Rosenkill down, because that really would be a very easy way for him to win at this point, I think, unless because Rosenkill is now camping his base. I have no idea what his plan is here, because there's no way he can win just by camping at this point. I think he really needs to be aggressive, and he's probably going to realise that in a second. Maybe he's just trying to decide what items to buy, or I can't think what else he could be doing at this point, because he knows that Czech has no real incentive